I won't stop hustling.
Grinders and grindettes, greetings and salutations. Listen, I go by the name of the Black Abstract. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. So this is something different I'm doing. This is something special I'm doing right here. You know, the regular format, I do reviews, reactions. I'm switching the format up a little bit. I'm doing something special. Today, we got my best friend, my brother, my daughter's godfather, a legend in the town of Buffalo, New York, where we from. He's high off his hiatus, dropping one of the most phenomenal projects the town has heard in a while, which is the Elcamino and Chase Fetti project that he produced entirely and solely. He's done beats for Dipset, Stackhole, Hellrail, Lloyd Banks, a host of others, and he's doing my project that's coming up.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got super producer in the building, iLL. Bringing the hand claps.
Peace.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Everything's well.
All right, that's what I like to hear, man. So, if you don't know, you've been under a rock. Elcamino and Chase Fetti from ASAP Mob fame. You know, he's one of the founders of ASAP Mob. And Elcamino is kind of like he's not in Griselda, but he's affiliated with Griselda. Been making noise on his own for a while. He got the anti-gun violence campaign going. They dropped a project, a dual project, and it's handled entirely by my boy iLL. He's Sean McDermott. I would say Camino is probably Allen, and Fetti might be Diggs, depending on who, you know, however you want to word it. But the project is short of, if I had to phrase it in one word, I would say probably breathtaking, man. It's truly something special, something new, and I'm glad you're getting your just due. So how are you feeling with everything that's been happening? Because I know it's happening fast. You know, with the I'm not gonna say. Oh, I guess I can say it. The reemergence of iLL, because you did take a hiatus for a while. Then you got a spark inside you, something. If you don't know, iLL's been doing this shit for a while in the town. But how does it feel to kind of be getting your just due, I should say, you know, after, you know?
It feels good, man. Like anytime you know, working your craft and you putting your heart, soul, you know what I'm saying, your passion into it, and for it to be well received and, you know, well appreciated, you know, it feels good, you know what I'm saying, because that's what you really set out to do, you know what I'm saying, because I know that's what certain songs or certain things that built up my character within the music did for me.
Right.
If I could spread that same kind of energy,
right, it's
a success. So
okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's give people a little backstory. I know I spoke on a couple of the accomplishments, but let's give people a little backstory of, you know, who are you, where you from, how'd you get into music, you know, how'd you first fall in love with music, what was the first project that made you be like, yo, every person that does music got that particular album or moment where they fell in love with hip hop, that do this rap shit. I remember I was fucking doing laundry in my basement, and my boy Ben Streets let me use a Nas Illmatic tape. Mind you, this is 1999, so this is years after Illmatic even came out. But I put it in my Walkman, and I played it, and dude, I fucking heard One Love was the first song that was on, and I was hooked.
Right.
I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. And it came out fucking phenomenal. So what was, give people a backstory, tell them who you are,
man,
et cetera, et cetera.
So, just like, you know, Zach just mentioned, iLL. I'm from the town, from Buffalo, born and raised, inner city, east side.
Yes, sir.
Man, my first startups with falling in love with rap music, man, was honestly, well, first off, I gotta take it back a little bit. So I was brought up in a church, man. My parents was not letting me have nothing with no cussing on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's I never knew that about you.
I'm just being honest.
But that's I promise you, that's like every hood nigga story. I remember my man brought home Biggie's Ready to Die, and my granddad was looking at the songs on the back, and he was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
They had some ill titles.
Yo,
Suicidal
for real,
Thoughts.
dude. He was like, Are you serious? Yo, I thought they was gonna have a stroke, but go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, you know, once you become a teen, you start making your own decisions, you know, and homies at the school was giving me tapes, and it was the first album for me, man, was WuTang, Enter the 36, man.
Come on, man.
Man, I remember having that. I used to sneak and listen to it on the headphones while I was laying in bed, and just I smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, and it was just like, yo, what is this? And it was just like, man, and the training wheels after that, man, it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, bro, if y'all been watching my channel, y'all know I was doing the Wu-Tang reviews, the saga of the show that came on, and I didn't like Wu-Tang growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a little before my time, so I'm not gonna say I didn't like them. I like certain members. But watching the Wu-Tang show on Hulu, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, big time.
Dude, it made me go back and check out the fucking that fucking album, and I felt like I almost was ashamed of that I wasn't on this. Like it was, I was ashamed, dude. Like the fucking the ODB was. I keep shit in my jaws to keep it funky for you. Like the shit he was saying, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like crazy, dude, crazy. Man. But yeah, so continue. So what happened after the Wu-Tang? You got introduced to Wu-Tang.
So man, I used to have my homeboy. Shout out to Keon, man. We still good friends.
Keon, what up, man? Milk, you talking about Milk?
Yeah, I'm talking about Milk.
Shout out to Milk, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like he used to make me copies of these albums, and then when the store up the block start doing the bootlegs, you know, that was easy to attain. Man, I used to have all these albums in a shoebox stash, like I was like holding on the keys of cocaine or something. It was just rap albums.
That's how it was, man. That's how it was back in the day, man. Y'all kids got no idea the shit we had to go through to listen and attain and hold on to good music. Y'all got it so easy. You go on your phone, y'all press your little fucking buttons with your dirty little hands, and it's right accessible. We had to work in order to get some good shit, especially being from Buffalo. If we wanted to hear the new shit, we only got one radio station here, so they only played the new shit Friday nights and maybe Saturday nights. But Friday nights, shout out DJ Coles, that's when they played shit here. Other than that, you know what I'm saying?
You remember having your tape deck ready?
Yup, hell yeah, dude. Man, it's so many songs I heard from that Friday night era, because you know I was a young kid. I didn't know how to get mixtapes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to go to the record stores and buy singles for certain songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, y'all kids don't got no idea how fucking easy y'all got it, man. I tell you, bro, dead ass, man.
Definitely.
So you had the shoebox stuffed.
Yeah, man. It was just over from there, man. Like that's really what started it, man. And then you know, years later, you know, getting into high school and everything. Well, that was probably like 8th grade when that was out. So, man, I just remember kicking it with my boy Donnie. Shout out to Strategy.
Shout out Strat, man.
Man, and we just fell in love with rap music. So anything you fall in love with, you want to, you know, be a part of, give your contribution to, and that's pretty much how it started, man.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful love story, man. That's how hip hop it is. Yeah, hip hop is. When you fall in love with hip hop, it's like a love story, dude. It's like something that's in your life for forever, and it's really like a relationship, because you done had bad times, you know, where the music, hip hop that's dominant in hip hop might not be so good. So that's like when y'all in the rocky terms, like, oh, right. Fuck, we snapping now. No offense to snap music, but like, okay, y'all snapping now, babe. Like, this what we doing, like. So it's a bunch of shit. You know, this hip hop shit is up and down, but the essence is always the foundation of it that keeps us grounded. And then the fact that these albums still exist, so you can still go back and listen to WuTang and Nas and all these great albums. You know what I'm saying? They timepieces, yeah. So that's the amazing thing about it. No matter how much music changes, you still got these classic masterpieces and whatnot that are still around. But speaking of masterpieces, would you say, is it too soon that this Elcamino and Chase Fetti project is a masterpiece, or
Man,
is it teetering on the bridge?
man, you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Man, I'm definitely stamping it with that.
Already, huh?
Man,
already, huh?
It's a masterpiece, man. Definitely is.
Okay.
Definitely is.
Okay.
I can't sell it anything short of.
Okay. All right. Okay. So how did you get into production? Like, what was your first introduction into making beats, and like, how did you rap first? Everybody normally rap first.
That's how it was. That's how it was, man.
Okay.
So pretty much, man, I'm giving you all the good juice right now,
man. That's what we do here. That's what we do here on the Black Abstract channel, man. Listen, this is the first of many interviews. I'm telling you, man. I got another one coming up with Benny the Butcher, DJ Brazzi. So this is the first of many, but this is gonna be a classic, man. You setting the tone right now.
Man, I hope I do a good
interviewers,
job.
y'all gotta come with that heat, cause my man's setting the tone right now.
Man, so like you asked, you said did I rap? Yeah, me and my partner Donnie Strategy. Man, we both went to Seneca High School, and I remember man, our boy J-Bo at the time, he was rapping with a group called Killer Browns from the town. And man, so anyways, they let them come up to the auditorium, perform, and man, everybody was going crazy. Like they really had it lit. Yeah. Like it was wild.
Shout out to the Killer Browns, man. Shout out to Killer Browns.
Yeah, so
that was that's crazy, because that was one of the first groups in the town that I saw that inspired me.
Right.
I went to school with Aqua Ice, my man Mike. You know, shout out to Mike. I saw them. It used to be a circuit going around. WBOK used to have like a showcase where they had people, local artists, opening up for. They used to have this shit called the Jamboree. They used to have every year, and they wanted local acts. And I used to go to all these auditions, me by myself, but I was up against the fucking Killer Browns. Was like fucking damn near like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, they was large. So I'm going in these joints by myself, trying to get on my corny ass little song at the time, and they always had it though. They always fucking. So shout out to them, man. That's crazy. They part of your story too. That's crazy.
So when they lit up the auditorium, and just, at that time, you trying to get the ladies' attention. All the girls is going crazy. So me and Donnie looked at each other, being like, "This is what we need to be doing." So yeah, that's how that all started, and we start recording with a legend from the town. I want to give him his flowers, man. He don't live in Buff anymore, but Doc Martin, one of my original mentors.
Okay, I heard of him before.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He was part of Upstate crew, you know what I mean, and all that, and me and my partner Donnie, we was going up there recording, and he was selling beats for $50, right? He was selling the beats for $50, and we was buying them. You know what I'm saying? With our little saved up money, however we came across our money.
Was that fire?
Doc had it.
$50?
Doc still got it. But man,
$50 was a lot back then.
It was a lot of money, especially for a kid.
Oh yeah.
So I remember one day we looked at the wall, and the price didn't say 50 no more.
Ooh.
It said 75.
Oh, shit.
Yo, that was
inflation. He went deflation on your ass, huh?
Yo, that was a big increase, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And me and Donnie went home, and we was stressing. We was pacing around the house.
He should have looked out for y'all for that price, though. Y'all should have been locked in at that price if y'all was repeat customers.
Right.
That's what it should have been.
That's what it should have been, right? But
niggas get greedy and shit. Doc, why you do that, Doc?
Yeah, why you do that, Doc? You started some junk. Anyways.
But good thing maybe it's a good thing he did do that, because.
Right. So we went to the house, and man, we pacing. Like, man, how we gonna do this? Like,
I was really stressing about this.
Yeah, we barely able to make our projects. We gotta pay for studio time, buy the beat, all that. So, anyways,
damn, Doc,
man, Donnie was like, Tone, man, bro, you could do this. I'm like, man, really? He's like, man, you draw, you do art, anything creative, like you just mad ill at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you think so? And I ain't even believing myself at that time, or something like that, because First off, you had to have like $1,500 to buy a piece of gear, you know,
Right.
an MPC,
Right.
ASR, you
Right.
know, whatever.
Facts. Yep.
So, you know, he was like, Tom, I'm telling you, got it. And bro, I just got my money how I got it, made it happen. That was a ton of money. You said, so you're thinking like, how do you get $1,000? You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting it somehow, some way. Bought my first piece of gear in Sonic ASR, and man.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Shout out to all my boys that lied, told me my first beats was good when they was trash, because it kept me going, you know.
So shout out to Doc Martin and Strategy. They pretty much the ones that put the flame under you. Doc Martin for being called inflation on his beats, and Strategy just for being a real one. And Strategy like that to this day, man. He's super motivational, man. He's super supportive, man. Shout out to Strat. Yeah. So. All right, so yeah, so you guys, you got the beat machine. You start making beats. When would you say you got good at the beats? Like what?
Man, ask my friends. They're gonna tell you right away. That ain't the truth. That ain't the truth. You know
did you have the same style you had now? Similar.
I want to say what got me to my style. I can answer both questions at once.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go back to earlier in the interview. We talked about what made you fall in love with rap music.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, what made me fall in love with making beats is I started falling in love with old school soul, old school funk. Yeah, I used to be digging for them samples, and what happened was, man, I kept, for some reason, whatever record collection I had got during that time, you know, man, I kept bumping into Havoc samples, and Mobb Deep was like, man, that was that was WuTang, Mobb Deep. Them was the two groups that set it off for me early on, man, when I was a kid.
Hell yeah.
And I kept bumping into Havoc samples.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, it intrigued me. What's this song about?
What you mean by Havoc samples?
Like what Havoc was sampling to make the Mobb Deep beats.
Okay, gotcha.
So I just started letting the record play, and dude, I used to disappear into the old school soul funk. I end up not even making no music, but just falling in love with that music.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even like now to this day, that's like my main music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my heart. That's really my heart for real. But you know, I take it, pump it with some steroids, you know what I'm saying, and make it hit, make it work for rap music, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it came about.
Yeah.
So
okay, man, that's fucking dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. What after that particular when you felt you was, you know, you found your style and crafted it, is that when you and Strategy decided to make the project you made, or was that the
first we made,
or was you just selling your beats to people at that time? Like,
right. I was still in the transitional period of trying to get good, I want to say. So we were still rocking with Doc for a little bit. We did a project called the 360 EP. 360 EP. Okay. That's probably only one copy available somewhere. Somewhere, I don't know where it is.
I'm pretty sure Donnie got it. He seems like a hoarder. I'm pretty sure he got it.
Right.
And he probably know the lyrics to every fucking song on there. Yo, Tony, you remember when I did this song to the... That's how he is, man.
That's how he is.
Motherfucker's an encyclopedia of raps, man. I'm telling you. It's
right. But then we did the Roller LP.
That was before the Is?
That's before the Is.
Okay.
And that's when my beats start taking off. That's when the beats start taking off and it start getting real. Like I start being like, you know what, I'm pretty good.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I think my insecurities pushed me to be great, man. To be honest with you, because I didn't just want to be average. I definitely didn't want to be doo-doo.
Right.
So the fear of wanting to be good and pushing, you know what I'm saying? That's what helped me excel, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then by the time the album you speak of, the Is, that came about once I realized, man, put that microphone down. You all right. You ain't gonna move nothing too crazy. Focus on what you good at, man. And that's pretty much, man, the music, the beats, the bang. The bang. You know, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the history of Illtone, man.
I was holding out for a book, man.
Hey, we still telling the story. This new
it?
chapter that just happened now with this Bethlehem. So
Big time.
So fucking you got the projects with Strat. They're getting good reception. When did you start selling beats to other people outside the?
I mean, that was always a thing through the town. Like it was just people starting. There's
only a couple of producers that was selling beats for the price. I don't want to tell his price, but from legend has it he was selling his beats for a pretty decent price. And it was only two. It was Thugsman and him. Maybe probably one more person, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like this. I would equate it to how crack was in the 80s, where it was crazy. That's how he was with the beats. It was like moving like crack. Like motherfuckers was really fucking with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy back then that you wasn't tapped into the Griselda niggas, but I mean that's how Buffalo is. Buffalo is kind of cliquey and such and such. So they was rocking with Thugsman at the time probably. So and it wasn't even Griselda back then. I think it was Buff City maybe.
Right.
Or SE Gang, whatever they was calling themselves. So, but hey, everything comes full circle. Now, fast forward to, after the strategy shit, we're gonna bump it up a little bit. How did you get your affiliation with? Who were you working with at Dipset? It was Hell Rel, right? You did some beats from Hell Rel. Shice Bubs,
Uncasa, all those guys. Some of the other affiliates, different things. So.
All right, and then it's a track out there. It's unreleased that Cameron is rapping to one of Illtone's beats.
Oh, you brought that up. I don't even got a copy.
He don't even got it.
Tight about it.
It's crazy.
Tight about it.
Who song would you say it was?
It was
it wasn't Jaja's, was it?
Nah, it was there was another artist out of Harlem, Bird Lady. It was an artist.
Her name was
Bird Lady. She was nice too, man. You can look her up. She actually was on one of Cam's records. I think it was on the Crime Pays album.
Yeah.
Cookies and Apple Juice.
Okay.
That was that. She was.
She was on that joint.
She was on that joint.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So she started working on her project, and her and Cam were gonna do an album at one time, and that's where I placed the piece of work with Cameron and her.
Okay.
But
and then
whatever dissolved, I don't know. Yeah. Like I don't know the story. They
Cam,
fall out.
Bird Lady.
Can I get the song?
Bird Lady. Can we get that? Can you find it? Please let us get that, man.
And the beat was retarded too.
You can't say that word now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I know what you're saying, but we'll edit it out. But
edit it out.
Bird Lady, Bird Woman. You know what I'm saying? Please let's get this. Can we hear this? Even if we don't release it, let's just hear this, man. That'd be crazy. Man. Put that on the project now with the
that'd be nuts.
Especially the way the rap is now. Rap is kind of like full circles, 360 type shit. So the shit might work. You know what I'm saying?
Might work.
You know what I mean?
Never know.
Man, that's crazy though. Who else you work? You said we talked about how'd you come about working with these people?
Who?
With the affiliate Dipset and all. How did that relationship?
You know how that go. Like once first off, I want to also give a shout to Dave at the Cut, man. He had brought Hell Rel through the town for some promo stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
I remember that too.
Yeah, and he requested some work, and we put down some stuff. And after that, it was just, man, it just took off. You know, once boys talk, yo, this is cat uptown, upstate in Buffalo, just killing it with these beats, and it just,
just word of mouth.
Word of mouth. So.
Man, legendary. Legendary shit right here, man.
Right.
Damn, so that's dope. And how did you wind up working with Stackhole? Stackhole, if you guys don't know, was signed to Shady. I believe he signed to Shady Records, right?
He was signed with Shady at the time.
At the time. Right now, if you want to know recently who he's affiliated with, he manages for, I believe, Lil Peep. But he does a lot of behind the scenes things now. But Lil Peep is who I know about. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago, little people was accusing him of some shit, but that's neither here nor there. But Stackhole was kind of like he was on the verge to be the next big thing out of that camp, and whatever happened, label politics, whatnot, didn't happen, but. My man right here had a front seat to that shit.
I appreciate you for keeping it off the air because we know. But Stat a good dude, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear, man. Him and Game actually had started a record label too at one point in time. So, you listen, just because these rappers, it might not pan out with their careers in the forefront. This always when you in the industry, it's always a pocket or a lane behind the scenes. For you to work. So even if you don't see these artists, they're moving and shaking. It's some connection or is some kind of deals being made behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of artists, they thrive better behind the scenes than they might actually do in being in the forefront. So shout out to Stackhole. Shout out to Bird Lady, wherever you are. Shout out to Casa, the whole Dipset. And Tone actually linked me up with Hell Rel. So I got a track with Hell Rel. I don't know if I'm going to release it or not. I might, hey, who knows, man. We would have to update a little bit, but yeah, that was another connection. He wanted to bridge me with that. Lloyd Banks, you got a beat on Lloyd Banks too or something like that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Lloyd Banks, wind up rapping to him, I believe, on one of his what was those series he had? It was called
the V. It was on V5.
V5, okay,
V5.
yeah. Lloyd Banks had a crazy run. He was releasing all these V projects or whatever they was called, and
he ended up getting Mixtape of the Year for that album too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that. Okay, that's
why
why
MTV, the MTV recap for that year. I'm not sure what year it was. It might have been like 08, maybe.
Really? Okay,
I don't know.
I remember going in the studio and seeing he got the physical CD. I was like, yo, where the hell he get that? I think you got the CD. It's the CD, right?
Yeah.
I was like, where the hell he get this CD from? And
they did a limited run.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to and it's crazy. Lloyd Banks like Buffalo niggas beats because he, another guy I work with, producer. Shout out to Willie Stacks. He wanted to rap into one of his beats as well. But it's just crazy that the connection comes full circle every time. And then, if I'm not mistaken, that beat that he rapped to, wasn't that Stackhole's beat or was that Hell Rel's beat or something?
Man, I think it ended up being one of them things where it was on multiple beat CDs.
Okay, gotcha.
A couple guys liked the same beat. And
okay.
One went this way with it, one went that way with it. So
man, make sure you register that joint on TuneCore too, man.
Yeah, could be some sitting bread somewhere,
facts,
right?
Big facts, man. So fast forward to 2022, where we at now, or just not even 2022. When did you get the reinvigoration itch to be like, yo, I'm ready to start making music again? Because after all this,
man,
he took some time off for a little bit. And I know what it was. It's the same reason I took time off. If y'all don't know, I was shaking and moving 10, 12 years ago. And then, life hits you like a ton of bricks and you got to deal with real life shit and you're not able to focus on music. At least that was my story. What was your story to where you was just like, I'm like, I need to chill from this shit. This music shit is not.
Yeah, man. It was just getting placements and nothing, the money wasn't coming in. I was willing to fight through it and keep, doing what I need to do until my opportunity and I could be on more solid ground as I was rising. My son came along. My son came along. You know what I'm saying? I had to be a grown man first. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't pay him with the dreams.
Right.
Like, so I had to handle grown man responsibilities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot of niggas' stories too.
So
same thing with me. I had to wind up having a daughter and shit too.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Priorities first, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta make sure you always prioritize, put your family first. That don't mean give up your passion, but sometimes your passion gotta take a back seat until you able to completely steer that vehicle, which is your passion. Your passion is vehicle. So sometimes that vehicle will spin out of control. In order to get it back in control, you gotta take care of other things that's outside that vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but never give up on your passion.